Greetings crafters and welcome to episode 143 of Better Than Wolves with TKush35. Today's goal is to do some exploring, trying to find some more clay and other valuable resources, mostly clay, and just get a lay of the land. I think I'm going to mostly head that way, maybe that way if I'm feeling adventurous, but I'm also going to work on filling out this map so we can have a permanent record of where we are in the world. But before we head out, I wanted to have a quick note on the melon harvester. Talked to Wired offline, and he brought up a completely valid point that I had absolutely forgotten, was the change with planters. In order for plants to grow, the planters need to be watered, and this has been fine because the water source can be a block below the planters. So these melons are never going to grow in the current state. There are two ways that I can solve this. One, I can do some screw pump shenanigans to get a water source up there and have it run along the left side of the planters. Alternatively, I can just dig that entire unit down a lot more and have the water source come from there, and then the gathering would just be below surface level. And then in order to go get the seeds, I need to go down. Long term, it would be nicer to have the water source brought up here, because then I can have the chickens, just below and not that far away. But that will be a problem for another day. For now, that is a contraption that's not going to do anything. We'll come back at some point in the future to revisit that, perhaps when I have a larger iron cache to build a bunch of screw pumps. Or I was also, before I recorded this episode, I was also attempting to make some sort of ground level contraption. Maybe I can show it on camera at some point. It doesn't really matter too much to me at this current point in time. But the current issue, if you go horizontal with the melon planting, is that there's not a good way of getting the melons in the same spot to break them. And so that's where I was stuck. Got a test world that I was trying to build something with and was not coming to any sort of fruition, and so I decided I just wanted to play instead of try to fix that contraption right away. So like I said, going after some exploration today. I've got the boat, I've got an okay amount of torches, we have some food. Probably should have brought more food than just that, but here we are anyway. And oh, that's right, I should make a sail. I will be back when I have made a sail. Okay, so I made the sail and then I had to wait overnight because, Minecraft days are short, hurrah. But let's get going with the exploring. Just occasionally pop the map down. Sort of meander on over this way. We've got some mountains, lots of coal on the sides. Oh, nice little ghast. That's right. There were a whole bunch of those over here still. Yup. That's fine. We'll just go this way. Don't mind me. Legit, don't mind me at all. Leave me alone, please. Alright, this is fun. Woo. Oh, shit. Oop, oop. Ow. Come on, you jerk. Yeah, nope. You're mean. Owie. That looked like it should have hit the fireball. Come on. Well, bright side, I can relight my torches. Haha. Other bright side, they seem to have gone away. Oh, nope. Spoke too soon. Come on. Yeah. Wonder if he dropped any items. Hard to say. Well, there's the experience. Not seeing any items. Okay, fine. Alright, but let's get some mobs. Head back over this way. Let's see. I don't think I'll need that. He says as he's staring right at some clay. Actually, probably should have redone some of my tools too. I don't have enough experience to enchant them a whole lot, but I guess the food I'm not going to need as frequently, in theory. Is this just more... Is this another cutoff? Yep, sure is. Okay, so this would have been a mountainous area. Let's see if we can... The tundra wouldn't be bad for wolves. Especially if that's a not cut off tundra. Come on. Guys are so dastardly good at dodging. Come on. Good thing I brought an acceptable amount of arrows. Ow. Alright, 2 I can't really deal with. Come at me. That was a horrible shot. Come on. I guess I've realized that I don't have a good way of... Oh, that was close. Enticing a wolf. Or feeding it consistently, so I guess I don't really care about... Oh dear. I guess I don't really care about finding them. Oh man, that was close. Alright, let's get back on shore. Oh, should have hit. Come on, get him. Ooh. Well, it certainly makes the overworld quite the adventure to have these ghasts here. Got him. Yas. We destroyed half the island to do it. And took half the day. No big deal. That's fine. Okay, so exploring this way is somewhat inconsequential. Let's just hop in the boat again. We'll head this way quick. This will be back to somewhere we've already explored, but it's at least getting the map a little more populated. And until I find a good direction to go, I think it's going to be more of these, like, quick excursions. Move, 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 move. Thank you. So there's a ghast there. Worried about it turning nighttime again. What's with that light source there? Is that a cave system or something? Yeah, sure is. Okay. Alright, well, woo, back at the base. Not that that was a terribly long extravaganza. But I guess this will be the episode of short excursions. Because it's a little bit late to start heading anywhere. Maybe we'll go that way next, since that way has terrain spawned in that I'm pretty sure wasn't part of my original spawn. So, I will be back when I start heading in that direction. Okay, so making sure that my recording has actually started this time, I did a wee bit of exploring, as you can see. Where the pointer is, that's the jungle near my base. Base is down in the lower right. There's a desert along the side here, a big jungle up here, which I am camped near the top of, and then there's a swamp on the edge of the map. As you can see, a creeper found me overnight, which is, you know, its own adventure. But yeah, I thought I was recording, and it looks like I was not. So that's always fun. But good news, bad news. I mean, the good news is I found some clay. Bad news is I lost some footage. It's a mix of things, right? Also, I was bad about maintaining my torches, and that's why there was a fire starter in my inventory. Because that's fun and exciting. So let's get back at the exploring, looking for a big old load of clay. Because with a large load of clay, I can make a lot of planters. Even if the melon harvester isn't working in its current form, I can, at the very least, be prepared for other planting projects. Also, the melon harvester in its current form, I was reminded by Wired, is a little overextended on planters. The melons can grow onto any block. It doesn't have to be a planter, so I could at least double its current size with the resources that I have, as long as I made more block detectors and pistons, of course. Just talking clay and planter supply for now. But even if I don't work on that, clay will be useful for more urns. It'll be useful for more planters. Because one thing I was looking into making next would be a either an automatic sugarcane collector or an automatic hemp collector. But before that, even I think I might make an auto soul urn bottler, which would be pretty useful because then I don't have to do it on my own. And I can do it slightly better than the super simple one I did back at the villager base. There's a build that I have that I found from... Oh, at this point I honestly don't remember who I found had the build, because I've used it in 3 or 4 Better Than Wolves worlds at this point, and I didn't write down what person I found that originally made it. But I will acknowledge that that one is not one that I made on my own. I found someone did a video of their own build. It might have been Ronnie. It might have been his build. Or there was even some older videos from... I can't remember the username, but I think it starts with an R as well. So either way, not my build. But we'll get back into that in another episode, probably in 1 or 2 episodes here. For now, it's just gathering up a bunch of clay. You know, I really liked having the swamp right next door at the villager base. That was super convenient. This distance to the nearest swamp is a bit inconvenient. Maybe I can make a nether portal. That would be pretty useful. The desert that I passed actually does have one of the nether portals that I used while getting back to spawn. So that could be a feasible chain to hook into and just go a bit north. But for now, it is just a bunch of clay gathering and not dying to ghasts, which is nice. Or getting attacked by them, because I haven't died to one yet, luckily. Super luckily. So a lot of this gathering is actually giving me dirt too, but I don't think I'm going to worry about keeping that since, you know, it's a resource you can dig up anywhere. Oh, I'm actually out of inventory space for the clay. Okay. And yeah, I definitely should have reforged my shovel because I'm going to run out of durability on it before I run out of inventory space, I bet. At least meaningful inventory space. I'm going to toss this dirt, and I am actually going to collect this sugarcane since it will... I don't have any large-scale production for it. There's more clay over there. This lower level clay is a little bit harder to get at, but extremely useful still. I suppose harder to get at isn't quite the right term. It's a bit more of a pain, I guess would be a good way of putting it. You know, I have to wonder if looting or, fortune would increase the clay you get from these. That would be nice. Little reward towards end game where you can have an easier time of getting clay. Because the only other clay automation is from those little silverfish, right? I think you can get clay from silverfish. And I've never gotten far enough to automate that. So I don't even know what I would have to do to get that. I watched what was it? There was a YouTuber that I was watching a couple years ago, and he actually got the start of an automated silverfish farm. George something or other. I'd have to look at my watched videos, but he did a lot. He did a nice let's play level, but that was a very large number of versions ago. He had some really good item transportation between two mob towers as well. He had one in the swamp and one that was a poisonous spider farm. And then he had a cool chest cart transportation system into a block dispenser that would unload it and condense all the items into one sorting system. It's very fun looking. That as well is something that I've never gotten that far towards. Previously, the biggest holdups were gold when gearboxes were a thing. So like the biggest project that I was working on in my old world was a gold farm in the nether, which I'll still probably eventually need. Oh shoot. I am off the map. But I came from that way, so that's at least easy to remember. And I left some torches on some of these islands, which is going to help. I definitely don't want to be in the swamp overnight, because that'll lead to slimes. And I am not a fan of having to deal with slimes once the sun comes up. Oh shoot. I didn't lay down a torch. That was dumb. Oh, I guess I'll mosey back on over here quick. I might want to head over to the jungle, which is such a weird... I'm going to head to the jungle because it feels safer than the swamp, said crazy people. Oh, and it's raining. That's not good. I should definitely head to shelter then, because this swamp is very exposed compared to your normal swamp. So let's just head back over to my hidey hole, which should be this way. Yeah, I could probably get away with going there in that hillside, But I think I'll just be super safe and head back over to this mainland bit. A little bit safer in general. How are we doing? I have several stacks. There must be some lava above ground over there, because I saw that light on fire overnight. I think I'm actually going to make a new hidey hole since that one was partially blown up. Not that the hidey hole was super extravagant, it's just, you know, digging it down like this. Put a little block there, put some dirt there. Apparently throw my boat away. No big deal. Okay, with that, I will be back in the morning. Twilight hours, awoken by the lovely sound of creeping spiders. Have at you vile beasts. No, seriously, die. It's technically daytime, but it's still raining, so that makes this a little bit awkward. Oh dear. Ooh, Nelly. Alright, so, lost another hidey hole. That's fine. This is fine. There's nothing wrong with this. Why didn't I have my shears on my hotbar? That's the question. Okay. Secondary question. Can I get away from the squid? The answer looks like a resounding no. Awesome. See, there we are on the map. Hey, get away. I would like the experience, but not the drops. Okay, thanks, bye. No, don't blow up. I said don't blow up, you jerk. So much for him listening. Apparently everything's still aggroing because it's raining. Don't want you, don't want you, don't want you. So maybe I need to hide in the hole until the rain stops. That seems poopy. Is that lightning? No, because it doesn't do lightning without the noise, right? Oh? Oh, I thought it was getting lighter for a moment. Well, let's give it a try. We'll see if I die. Whee! Don't kill me, squid! But judging on the health of my... Ah, there we go. Okay. Gorgeous. Judging by the health of my shovel, I think I'm going to have to finish digging here pretty soon. And then head back. I'm kind of hoping that I can just loop around the other side, and then this is one big island sort of thing. Because I think that would be a little bit faster than going all the way back the way I came. Grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter too much, but I'll probably need to, you know, just dig during this daytime and then spend the next daytime getting back home. You know, no big deal. It also wouldn't be horrible if a witch's hut were around here. But again, I think it's possible that that sort of thing wouldn't be around because it's near spawn, so it shouldn't be. And yeah, actually, this is newly generated territory, so it should be following the hardcore spawn rules. Yeah. So we shouldn't find any villages. We shouldn't find temples, at least populated ones. I don't know why I'm bothering with the dirt. I'm just going to get rid of it. There's so many secondary drops nowadays. Biggest one being mining. I must admit that getting extra materials for extra cobblestone is fantastic, considering there's no automated way of making more of it, but it does sure make mining a much slower adventure if you're trying to keep everything. Up we go. Yeah, didn't drown. Score. Okay. This has unbreaking. No, it just has efficiency, not unbreaking. It feels like it's been lasting longer than it should. Not that I'm going to complain too much, considering it is much better that it lasts longer. How about you, chicken? I will take your feathers. I suppose being diamond hardness on the shovel helps it last longer, you know, having that higher durability and whatnot. Peckish. Peckish. Alright, get rid of the dirt once again. I'll just get rid of that dirt. Let's see, there's some clay over here. Must say, I'm quite thankful that this has not been a super dangerous adventure, because I would rather not be having a heart attack right now. Much prefer a chill experience for now. Oh, no, come back. Come back, come back, come back. Yeah. I didn't say it had to be chill for you, just chill for me. Yeah. Get those bird drops. Harvey Birdman. What? There's no Harvey Birdman here. What are you talking about? Okay. Get in the clay. Oh, okay. That's the last of the durability of my... What happened here? Oh, weird. Oh, that's what's happening. Oh my goodness gracious. There we go. Okay, so that's the last of my shovel durability. So let's go back to exploring. Right? This way? No, this way. Because the tundra was off to the north-ish, I think. Or west. Whatever direction that is. Yeah, because there's the jungle. Okay, cool. Didn't lose my way. Yep, there's some torches. Okay, so we're not back on the map quite yet. That might be another difficulty, is the edge of this jungle might no longer be on the map. Oh, it is, okay. But if I go around it like so, yeah, that's gonna... Okay, so it keeps going. I thought it was the end of it, but that's apparently not the case, so we're just gonna have to head back. But that makes for a fairly crap. Oh no! What the, like, what did I even, did I hit that? The stupid vine? Oh, of all the things. Oh man, that's gonna take a lot longer to get home now. Like, a lot longer, and a lot more dangerous. That sucks. Oh man, I don't even know. Oh, and digging hiding holes is gonna be a gamble every time. Oh my goodness gracious. I guess I lucked out on my first run through that. I guess I should have brought out a spare boat. Yeah, because there's no way of crafting it, because you can't make crafting tape benches. Woof. What an end. I mean, the rest of this is just going to be a little bit boring, because it's just going to be walking along the shore. But I guess with the danger, it might be worth it. Maybe I'll do it in fast forward. It's probably the best, right? Yeah. But I might try something new with the fast forward, depending on if I actually fast forward or not. I think we'll keep going until the night falls, and from there, see where we're at. Oh no, I'm not gonna have to go as far. I just gotta go. Well, I mean, I guess I have to go halfway, a little more than halfway. I gotta get to that desert because that desert has a portal in it. But the biggest issue is going to be that this is all jungle. Granted, jungle isn't really much better during the day than it is at night, so I probably shouldn't be wandering through it like this. Skirting the edges will hopefully be okay. Do I risk this? This is a bad idea. No, that's just straight up a bad idea. I'm not going to do that. I'm not that much of an idiot. And now, I kind of wish now that I'd kept more of my dirt, though. But I guess, hopefully that is safe enough. Alright, I will see you in the morning. Alright, there's enemies outside. I can hear them. But the journey must continue. So, it's going to be a long adventure. Because boat travel, especially by sail, is pretty fast. And on foot, definitely not the same. I'm half tempted to go through the jungle to see if it would be faster than traveling around it. But I'm going to bet that I'd probably just die. Granted, of course, like, near spawn base. Oops. Ah, crap. Near spawn, I was trying to find jungle spiders and couldn't. And I'd probably just happen across them right away here. To be honest, because that's how those things roll. I'm going to take a slight diversion here to gather some stone to make little huts over the course of the travels. There we go. Rather than trying to dig down with the shovel that I shouldn't use. Yeah, there's a creeper there. Fine. How about you jerk? There's a non-zero chance that I could make it through, and it wouldn't be a problem. But it's probably better to just skirt the edges. So I think we're going to do that in fast forward time, starting now. And here I made it to a portal. I accidentally clicked some buttons wrong while going through that jungle there, so that's why it cut out partway through, but made it without too many mishaps. This will be good to know that there's a lot of cows around here for leather hunting. But yeah, that should be the portal that I saw. It's not a desert, it must just be a beach. But that means I'm going to have made it home safely. I think I went around the wrong side of the mountain here. Up, there it is. Okay, cool. Yay, happening across portals that were made from much earlier shenanigans. So let's reinforce the back side of this. monsters can't quite come up on me when I'm coming out of that. So torch and back to spawn we go. Yeah, and that's just at the corner here. So then if I head on over this way, this should be the portal back to spawn. And as you can see, I did some tunneling. I widened it out a little bit while gathering netherrack. And I also redid this a little bit. It's a ladder now. Woo! No more messing around with jumping upstairs, which is very nice. So the portal is actually farther that way, which is interesting. But either way, that makes it a successful clay trip without death, which is very good. And with that, I'm going to call it a night, and I will see you next time. Thanks for tuning in.